What's up?
Hello.
Great to be here.
Plague Knight's still dead. This is gonna pose a problem.
Well, that was a fun, campaign, but if he's dead forever, we really can't continue.
Yeah, no, this is a run killer, guys. In addition to a Plague Knight killer, as is the case most of the time, when one shatters all of their bones after landing after being launched via catapult. You'd think that Shovel Knight would be worse off because of all of his heavy armor, and weighing him down. But yeah, it shield protects him from the fall damage. Plague Knight just fucking died.
You can just block impacts with armor.
Yeah, exactly. You parry it when you land. Plague Knight's not a gamer, so he doesn't know that trick yet. I mean, he's a gamer, but he's like not good.
Capital G gamer.
Yeah, he's a noob, exactly. Parry the ground, exactly. Damn it! I wanted to see if I could just use the uppercut right out of the death stance. Anyway.
You? Oh, I forgot how sparkly he was. Fools!
With the special boy shiny armor.
Yeah. Does a gay little spin to piss you off. The little prance. It's so good. Alright. Anyway. Alright. It is time to pay a visit.
Let's play. Let's go for a spin.
Spin! Even with all his decadence, he's still too shy.
I love that.
Embarrassing.
The more I learn about physics, the more I realize how dangerous it was to swing around on that rope. I could have really gotten hurt.
What a shame.
I'm learning about physics to realize that.
I love that Baz, like, one of my favorite lines that Baz has is, oh wait, fuck.
I got all these nerds.
Didn't see that one before.
I looked at every book here, but I still can't figure out how I'm able to shoot lightning. I guess not even science can explain the bass.
Learning requires that you read books, not just look at them.
They're dead now.
You know, what you should do is, you should try putting a feather in that cap of yours. I mean hood. That hood of yours. I don't want to fuck a horse.
I love the fact that line was broken up so that hood of yours was in a completely separate text box, implying that there was like kind of a break in her train of thought where she's just kind of like trying to make absolutely sure that you understand that she is talking about you and not the horse 10 feet to your left. Brilliant! You've brought a sheet of paper! 500 gold for your trouble. Sharps, flat, Oh, I nearly forgot, as I promised a fitting reward, a romance tip from Sir Percival.
Oh, here we go.
Love can easily be distilled. It all comes down to having the proper chemistry.
Is this guy raised in a barn or what?
Yes! He's a
You
man
bet he-
horse! Oh. That's really good. Alright. I forget how to get the fishing thing. Is it really just a...
Does Chester just have it?
Does he?
I remember bait bomb being a pretty early one for some reason.
Yeah.
You found all the relics and turned those in the states you've been to?
Let's check. Totals. Oh, I don't have the music sheet for that. Probably because I need to use the bait bomb.
You don't get it in that level, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Let's get a music sheet in the Iron Whale.
Let's check.
Oh.
Oh. I
Male
just looked up
minion.
how to get it.
Yeah. Male minion, Bush Marion.
Oh my god. The
They
guy,
haven't put
the guy
here.
that gives you tells my totals. And that I only spoke to him once.
Because why would you ever more than once?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your totals.
Oh, you know what it is?
I picked up your special delivery. Want to take a look and settle the bill?
There we go. Toss into a sparkling pit and see what flies up. It's I don't think we've encountered a single one of those up until this point.
Do they just not sparkle
His
if you don't
little
have the bait bomb?
saunter.
Does a gay little prance to piss you off.
What do you think you are doing, mortal?
Stealing your apples?
Just having a good time.
Those are my apples!
Mine now.
Our apples.
Dun, 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 dun. Anyway. Plague Knight Communist Party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they move fast.
Human.
God, I'm so not used to his new jumping animations. It's so good. Yoop. I think my favorite part is the way he just does a upward pelvic thrust for his second jump.
Flapping his wings.
No! Oh,
Ah!
You fool!
You fool!
you can use these as Shovel Knight with the amiibo.
Yeah. Is that enough to get through? Or
No.
no?
He's practicing for Mona, yes. The big dance.
High school prom episode.
You can have my bigger dance!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
When's the last fucking time I heard that?
What? That is that a Homestar runner?
No,
No.
that's Brawl
that's
Oh my god. The big gay dance. I didn't even process what you said at the first time, but now I get it. The big gay dance.
Wait, shit, I should have done it in the Plague Knight voice.
It's not too late to do it again.
Might be too late for you to live. Oh.
Just try me.
he's surviving somehow.
I like how in the first stream I complained, it's kind of lame that the big boom is basically just your standard weapon, and then here I am using it anyway.
It's good.
It works, it works.
I'll get some dance
Really
practice in.
poison. The better the outcome.
You can have my bigger dance!
Got him. No, no. Oh, no. Nailed
Oh
it.
my god!
Oh my god.
Throws a gay little fish to piss you off.
Oh, fish what? This is actually functional as a weapon.
Plague Knight can use the bomb burst and Pocket Dungeons DLC. That's fun. Oh, for the first
Missed
time.
something.
Hell yeah.
It's a good video game. The fishing rod was also a weapon.
I think you missed something from the previous
Ah!
screen.
Oh! I'm fine.
I said functional
fuck.
weapon.
Hmm. Didn't charge up the boost fast
Yeah.
enough.
In the well, it's a good thing I can check out the previous area now. Yeah. Oh, wait. Other very important thing that we got last time.
Nice.
I can't get over his gay little spin. Nope. No. Now everything's out of whack. There we go. The cluster explosion is really good. Oh! Goodbye. Are you talking about the...
Cruciate.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I got that. Was that it? In this room?
Oh, it was on the next room.
Oh, this room. Oh, yeah, this room.
Cruciate bomb.
Please, you fool. Fish! Fish! Fish!
Oh god, they're bombs.
Yeah, they're
I
bombs.
didn't
Yep.
notice.
Everything is bombs.
Oh,
It's to the
you're
right.
right. I should have
Look at
realized.
the end of the screen.
That's on
Oh.
me.
Ah, there it is.
Going,
Hey.
Coin.
Well, that was too
Fish!
convenient.
Fish!
Fish! Fish!
Yeah, fish.
Get
Fish!
fish, dummy.
Damn it.
Get fished, idiot.
You manually
Fish.
detonate it?
I haven't tried. Hang on. Let me get up here first. Sub goal is 10. Should say in the stream elements thing.
I think Glenn's asking what's the count so far.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that's that is another question entirely. Let me have a look-see. Oh. You cannot manually download. What?
What? Download what?
What?
Those are
That-
different words.
That's
Okay.
that's very
All
funny.
right,
though.
sure. Why not?
You cannot manually download. I'll keep that in mind.
You wouldn't manually download a bomb.
You wouldn't download a fish. 4, by the way. Len, to answer your question.
Are you about to do what I think you're about to do?
Oh god damn it. Why did I even answer? I mean, I put the goal there. So like it is a thing that I want to try. But like what I shouldn't be surprised is what I'm saying. Ah! Fuck!
Nice.
Damn it.
That was wrong.
Fucking anchors.
Wanker.
Wanker. I believe it, Dadachi had a very similar bit.
How does the shoveling go? We just died.
Yeah. Plague Knight started out the stream by dying, but he got better.
So all things considered, pretty okay.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the lack of shovels, I don't know.
That's also true. Fish!
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 This is
Damn
a
it.
Jackbox Party Pack 9. Yeah, it's better.
I haven't actually kept up with the Jackbox the most recent Jackbox release. Is 9 any good?
It came out
It
today.
literally just came out.
I see.
I'll let you
Well
know
then.
when we play it for the first time.
Oh, fuck you, fish! No, fish! Hang on. Ah! Aha! Yes!
Oh!
Nice.
That!
Nice save.
Mad
Also,
skill.
love the
Absolutely
vat.
incredible.
Hard square outline. It's very
I
NES.
don't remember it being quite so square when I was playing.
It's just a very NES way of doing it. Final Fantasy VII roleplay instead of board meeting?
How do you do that?
What? How?
Roleplay is a bit like a board meeting.
You have to be very polite and make sure that everyone's understanding is mutual, and also Cloud is there.
Yeah.
Business casual Cloud.
They replaced the controversial
now
cross-dressing
you can
scene
probably
with
shoot
business
them from the right
casual
side.
Cloud.
By which I mean, like, oh god! Like,
Go further right.
can he get back up to that platform? Can you
I
just
don't think he can
run all?
jump.
Yeah, just run all the way to the right side of the screen and lob bombs from there.
Ah. Oh, that's an entirely different matter, Draken. Oh, sorry, word. That is disappointing. Oh yeah, so the other
Have an
day,
erotic roleplay does happen at board meetings, though.
just behind closed doors.
I thought it happened in Italian Parliament.
That was involuntary. I don't know if that counts.
Oh my god. Oh, that was so funny.
I don't know what's
was
funnier,
so
the concept
funny.
that one of the board members was watching it during the meeting and somehow managed to get it pulled up, or the fact that someone went out of their way to pull that up during the board meeting specifically because it's funny. Which,
What else are you gonna
Yeah,
do
I'm pretty sure
at
they
a
got
board
hacked.
meeting? Like,
yeah, I was pretty sure it got hacked, but when the story was initially being thrown around, I remember people phrased it as someone got caught watching porn on the job kind of thing, which is not accurate, but happening at any parliament. Oh, we're not gonna get any.
Physics.
Yeah, we read this one. Yeah, I got money. All right, Percy. Two sheets of paper. Oh, both sides. There's nowhere for me to write.
Guy's a fucking idiot.
Maddie's playing Xenoblade Chronicles. She sent me. Maddie sent me a snap the other day. Oh wait, I forgot. Duh. Oolong, my beloved.
Oh, spent a long time to remember musics. I can play good song will be good treat. So Dr.
I
Knight
bet you
Oolong
can,
ready. So
Oolong.
musics now?
Yes.
Yes, bravo! Only know best musics. I remember.
Oh, look at him. He
Thank you for
remembered so much
appreciating art.
bullshit.
Why so crazy?
Yeah.
Waltzes frantically.
I love his little dance. It's so cute.
It's very
Little
good.
dance. What the fuck?
Theme of
His insect-like legs.
What
Oh,
the one is no good in fight. Got
Hey,
dented head
Doc.
too.
Oh Christ, Doc! Oh, Len! I was Len!
Len is gifting 4 tier 1 subs. I realized I misphrased it.
I love those little ghosts.
Thank you. Oh, I got two in a row of Big Rock finish H. Thank you. Thank you. And another. I think we got two of the same twice. Thank you. We are now at 8, which is...
Inching closer.
Oh, god damn it.
I came
9.
close.
Thanks, Gomez.
Thank you, Gomez. Thank you. And one more. Where's the...
Oops.
Oh, never mind. Oh. So when Gomez did theirs, I thought it was two notifications popped up for under Len
I was gonna subscribe to be 10, but someone gifted me a sub already, so I can't.
Well, I guess I'm speedrunning Balan Wonderworld. Let's finish this game
Stop
first.
putting these things. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, let's
Oh
go.
my god. Oh my god.
Hype train incoming.
Oh, we got Big Rock finish C. That's how you know this is a blessed run.
You'll have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes.
To the Gamersaps domain. Oh wait, speaking of the Gamersaps domain,
Okay.
I gotta add the guys back.
Oh yeah, we didn't have the
Yeah.
guys.
I took them off the screen last night when we were playing Splatoon so they wouldn't get in the way. But I made sure to put Rystar Orb back over the special icon, because that's important. Should make donation
Rystar
goals
Orb,
to
our
be to play
eternal
good
friend.
video games.
No one will pay for those.
Besides, I play good games of my own volition. I think it's fun to have other people, like, goad me on to playing something terrible.
Oh, we're roboting real bad.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
Is that showing up on stream?
I'm not hearing it, so it shouldn't be on stream, but...
Okay.
Is stream hearing it, though? Because if stream is
I don't
hearing
know.
it, that'd
Stream
be
is there like no robots on my end. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Is stream buffer at all? Because
That's
you get
also the
on my
question
end.
for the ages. Plague Knight prancing in an icy wonderland is probably not very safe, but only terrible
I
action.
don't think
Like
most
anything
things about
safe in
Plague.
his entire
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Len. That was very kind, though. You have successfully it
He
is
loves violating lab safety rules.
one of the very first things that we did during the that we commented on during the opening cutscene was how he was violating OSHA safety regulations. Much like the criminal.
The criminal.
I remember
The
when
criminal.
the other night when during CATV's stream there was a Russian character in Great Ace Attorney.
Taunt.
And he's like, do you think I am hiding some kind of criminal? And he spelled it with a K, and I was like, the criminal! And I could not stop thinking about it for the rest of the night.
It's Saps.
It's Gamersaps.
Oh my god!
You do know how
Gamersaps
bad.
himself.
Ow.
Norway's number
Shelly
one
the
gamer.
criminal! Oh god, that's really good. On the note of Shelly to criminal. Okay. You're fine. Okay.
Hi, friends.
Ah.
Fish.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Whoa.
definitely how I intended to move. Spin. Whoa! Almost thought I was gonna get crushed. Yeah. The White Wisdom is very Len color scheme. If you make a sprite edit, I'll put them on screen. Soon we'll have the whole chat.
The entire like left side of the screen will just be covered in sprite edit.
Yeah, baby.
You can barely see what's going on in the game.
It's like Doug when he was quote-unquote speedrunning Mario Odyssey, but every couple minutes he had to add UI from another game over top of it. And so on top of playing off of a delay from his capture card, because he had to watch through OBS, he basically was watching, like, playing with his view that of a postage stamp by the end of it. And the very first, the very first
thing
was like RuneScape. Yeah, it was. So it's just this super clustered. Oh god, that scared me again.
RuneScape. I used to play that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not long, but I played it.
Mhm.
Slayer.
Also,
Slayer.
on the topic of filling your screen with shit, I'm suddenly reminded of the time that Gamersaps tried to fight Ludwig. Every single death was a new Danganronpa
Oh my
Kogami
god!
edit.
Kogami.
Yeah, tactical Kogami.
Life train success.
Ow.
What did I get?
Level 2.
Also, yeah, Gomez, my first thought was also the Koopaling. Ow, I forgot
Wow.
how low my health was.
Remember, you're a squishy boy.
I am a squishy boy. I did this, right? Yes, I did. No, I just got the ladder and then got distracted by killing the enemy.
Job.
Nerve-wracking.
Now the question is, who is the Yeti that is specifically facing the other direction and throwing hammers off of the ladder every time?
Well, the obvious answer is logical.
Yeah. Small.
Stand in the cloud to become invulnerable even on spikes. Okay. Fuck. Completely forgot that's how it worked.
You did that really gracefully.
That's exactly why I have this armor on. For maximum grace. He has style. He has grace. Funny. Funny. Funny.
Haha, funny.
Oh.
One of my favorite...
You need the lob bombs.
Correct. One of my favorite minor edits. There we go.
Yeah! Killing it. And not yourself this time.
Yay!
I'm dead. I could have just fallen
Could you
back
not
down.
have just gone back down to the lower screen?
I could have. But I had already
Chose
committed.
to die a warrior's death.
Oh, God.
You okay?
Careful.
I ran my foot over with my dad.
Oh! Ow!
I'm good. I'll be fine.
That was a genuinely pained noise. Understandably so, considering, but...
Ow! Ow!
What the hell?
How did I get him last time? Like, I had no problem with him once I put on the lob bomb. Wait, fuck. Try again. I think this lasts longer than a little bit longer than the phase locket at the very least.
Oh, it lasts a lot longer than the phase locket.
Doesn't feel that much longer. Like, it feels longer, but only by like a couple seconds. Ow. Don't you dare. Got him.
Careful.
I forget which one this is, but whatever. Oh. Up. Up. It's fine. How do? Oh. Duh, breakable. Alright. I can't let all my commentary just become humming along. I gotta spice it up and speak.
Wishing you luck.
Oh no, I want to keep that and swap to this. Wide range. It's great. Okay. Intensely dislike the way that the smoke bomb behaves compared to the oh, I got the war horn, yay.
The horn!
Compared to the phase locket, which is just snappier and easier to use, whereas this feels like a liability. Which I get, but still. Ow. I will miss being able to spam and do like 2, 3.
Okay, you are going to die in one hit.
Sippy. Exactly. Living up to my name, trying to be as big of a dumbass as possible. This is the room. What's a good... I'll use this in case I get hit in opportunity. Or at an inopportune time. Did I get everything? Okay. I didn't. Now I'm remembering I didn't get all the way across the gap. Ow. There we go. Oh. Oh, man. Winter is approaching alarmingly fast. Ow. Oh god, this is gonna be... Okay, I gotta change off of this, or else I... Or... But almost... Gomez, you must understand the gravity of your statement. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Yeah, well, I'm Canadian, so it's already been Thanksgiving.
Which still means it's almost Christmas.
Wait, can Plague Knight not move those?
Nope, can't move them. I tried throwing my bombs at him, it doesn't work. Ow. That.
Ooh.
That.
Safe.
I know it was perfectly safe with the bat and all, but that was still
Yeah, it's still a bit
nerve-wracking.
risky. Gamer
That
saps.
bat is a godsend to platforming.
It really is. Especially considering how dog shit I am at other platforming sections. It's not Christmas, then how come the store already has advent calendars stocked up? Because capitalism. And failure to innovate. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, let's deal with you first. No, now he's trying to target me. You whore! There we go. Up. 1 juice box.
Sip.
Dippy.
Off to fight the plague. Yes, indeed.
I think that Plague Knight here wouldn't be too invested in fighting a plague, despite his name.
Yeah. I'm here to cause problems on purpose. Capitalism isn't real and cannot hurt you. Capitalism is very real and and very much wants to hurt you. I love the way they tippy tap. Oh, hang on. Whizlen! We got a Whizlen. Hang on, let me pause the other way. Oh, I like that hat. That's a very good hat.
Cool. I'm not opening up the Discord. I want to see when it shows up on the layout. There he is!
Cute.
With the hat and everything!
Standing on Mush Knight's head. Thinking about it now, if all these sprites are set up to be pixel accurate, is Whizlen, are the Wism sprites the same size as the Propeller rat?
I mean, haven't you been
Just
resizing
about.
them?
I haven't been. Oh, fuck, hi there. Poured in a beaker or stuffed in a bag. Chester's always got the swag. I'm very cold. Berserker's Brew. Damage enemies on contact without getting knocked back. Oh.
Ooh.
No. You sure? That thing's dead weight to an alchemist like you. You auto-traded it to me. I didn't mean to do that, but sure. Good. Glad I got to see that dialogue. Oh
It's
no!
about being knocked back. This doesn't say without taking damage, though. But apparently it is.
Yeah. It's a little confusing.
It
doesn't-
Temporary Starman.
Yeah, it doesn't... Well, no, because it doesn't deal damage to enemies. It just makes you immune.
Well, it says damage. Isn't that what's called damage?
It
in
did.
What?
contact
No,
without
it's,
being
it's
knocked
the
back?
opposite. It deals damage, but it doesn't make you immune.
Oh yeah, you do take damage from that.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I do get another...
Yeah,
I do
that
get another
seems
free
too
drink.
great.
Honestly, most of Plague Knight's Arcana are not the most useful. Much like his other upgrades, I find them more situational than anything. And the problem is, all of the situations that the level design creates are designed to be navigated by Shovel Knight, which is why,
Yeah.
ultimately
Okay,
the
the Plague Knight's increased knockback actually helped you out a lot.
Yeah.
backscreen.
Thank you. I will drink some water. Oh. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of my complaints with this campaign really do boil down to the thing I said at the beginning about, but it wasn't really designed for him, so it feels kind of weird. And there are moments where that feels cool, but there are other times where it just feels like I'm fighting the platform design. And in some ways, it feels almost like a challenge run at the same no, hang on.
Nice, twofer.
Yeah, the lob casing, like, my problem really is, what it boils down to is that the most useful Arcana and relics are the ones that you get right towards the beginning. Except for that, which is, you know, it'd be kind of busted if they gave you that right away. But it's not exactly hard to get it pretty quickly, considering the way that you can pick stages. just make a beeline for Treasure Knight stage. Plague of Shadows, a good way to describe it is literally the scene from the beginning of the game in King Knight stage, where Plague Knight haphazardly tries to fit himself into an indentation that is very clearly Shovel Knight shaped. Because that's almost exactly what's happening. He is kind of forcing himself into a space where that wasn't really designed for him. And while it's funny and can have some fun moments, it also feels very uncomfortable at moments. And I do think that the reason that Spectre of Torment was so good is because they learned from their experience with this, and they took all the fun and creative design decisions that went into this game and applied them more evenly. And I also think that it's the reason that Spectre of Torment took... Because Plague of Shadows was like the year after the game launched, right? Because the game launched in 2014. And then I want to say Plague of Shadows came out in 2015, and then Spectre of Torment came out in 2017, and then King of Cards was 2019. So the following two took longer.
Get
Great.
hit running to the invincibility cloud. Ooh, hitboxes.
Just graze that snowflake with my tippy toe.
Like a Toho.
Alright, you know what? Alright, so... do we chance it? We've been kind of annihilating all the bosses. Do we chance
we
I
breaking...
dancing?
think we should chance it just for the fun.
I
fun of it.
kind of want to.
On the one boss with
Be
insta
silly.
mechanics.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want it on this guy.
I want to chance it!
But the spikes!
Okay, hang on. Let's do this.
Oh god. Yeti Sap is the one that started the whole thing.
Oh dear, hang on.
Oh, hello.
There we go. No, oops. This is where we do stupid things. Get rid of that.
Oh, you can...
This is a very low-tech way of doing this, but it's okay.
Love Twitch so I can vote.
Oh fuck, I just noticed that I had two different audio sources playing. Oops.
What? Oh dear.
I had Table Turf playing on monitor and output.
Rucky says break it only because they don't have to deal with the
Break
consequences.
it!
of their
Last second!
choices.
Last second is breaking it.
Damn it.
We're risking it for the biscuit.
I was trying to rig the vote. For my channel points.
You gotta get some use out of those. Yeah, baby! Alright. I will try and play it a little safe with the insta-kill nonsense.
Weenie.
Mush.
Oh, this is all me.
Yep, it is.
Boom!
Um,
Oh my god.
Ha! Hey, Bad Knight! You got something in your ears?
Weakling.
You've likely figured out why I'm here, yes? I need something that you have.
You know, I never liked you, wizard. Masks, books, cheap tricks. You're nothing but a weakling.
That's a little mean.
Wow, how grumpy. Let's settle this with a snowball fight. And by snowball, I mean bombs!
Like I always do.
He's throwing snowballs. You're not being a very good sport here, Plague Knight.
I don't think Plague Knight cares about sportsmanship. Or many things.
I think he should.
Why would he?
Nailed
Huh.
it.
And he's dead.
I guess it was perfectly fine to break the checkpoint.
Oh my god, he gets a new victory animation! Yeah! Oh, that's so good.
Beautiful!
Worth it.
Those icicles I see on your mask? You alright? What happened?
Polar night happened. And I wouldn't mind a tropical beach getaway right now, Mona.
Perhaps, when this is all over. Let's focus. We're almost ready.
Alright.
What are we working on?
It'd be kind of fitting if we got this right after doing Polar Night stage, but it's not really that useful. Float casing.
Think of the float worth, isn't it? Doesn't it let you like fly away while like carpet bombing beneath you?
It is. I'll try it. It's not like I have a shortage of money. I have enough to buy the golden clothes, so it's not like I'm. Is this the one I'm thinking of? No. Whatever. Well, this one's pretty neat.
Yeah. Tracer and Cascade was nice.
Yeah. A lot of them really just boil down to just kind of nice. And more often than not, it's more hassle than it's worth to...
Like the long fuse.
Yeah.
Bunch of new toys designed. Like 80 silver coins.
Yes.
Stand back as I test my hypothesis. Hypotheses. Plural.
Science!
Well, that's my whole notebook. Thanks so much for helping me out with my research. It means a lot to me.
What's that scribbled in the margin there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It probably wouldn't work, even if we collected every last cipher coin. Anyway, that's everything. Check out our full arsenal.
Ooh. Dropped bounding bombs at your feet. Boomerangs back and forth. Yep.
Whoa!
Pulses damaging sparks, but the case is harmless. Impact feat. Explodes on contact. This one. Cannonball through the enemies and cut them down. That's what I thought I was getting when I was getting this other one. Alright.
That one's really good.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
That doesn't seem very useful.
Yeah, no, I don't... like, this would be more useful if it also slowed your descent. What about this one?
That's
It's just your regular one.
Yes, it is. I'm just not used to seeing that icon, because I'm used to this being the icon I'm looking at all the time.
Yeah.
This is just goofy. Falls upward. This is almost equally as goofy. This still bugs me. Thought those were rats spinning around you, and then until you paused. Yeah, they do kind of have that. All right, do you have anything else for me? Because I realize I've stopped speaking to you. Hello, Master. I have another letter for you. Let me read it. I see your actions. Yes, behold, you've spent 4 hours, 44 minutes, and 42 seconds questing and collected 91,544 gold. You've tossed 4,610 bombs and bomb bursted 1,155 times. You're quite scary, but your loss is in battle number 53, so be wary. Lastly, 54 is the number of tonics you've quaffed. Yours so sincerely, Grandma Swamp. You gotta be with them.
Thanks, Grandma Swamp.
Those numbers really fuck up the meter.
Yeah, a lot. Well, that's for as promised, her heart will be like. This is the same. This is the same.
What's this muskmelon have any luck with romance?
Especially when he recycles all of his quotes. Oh, hi there.
Uh-oh.
Well, time for Mush to talk to Mush again.
Still getting too risky. I can't lose him. I'll reward you however you want. Just do this for me.
Why would you help that miserable lunatic seize power and beguile the magicist? What's in it for you?
Magicist, are you kidding me? You're just trying to talk up your asking price.
Then there's the other matter. I can't be bought at any price.
What? What are you two doing here?
But the magicist, huh?
What about her? Is she okay?
Let me ask you something, Plague Knight. Where do I fit in your big plans? Are we partners? Are we more?
What?
Look at him. Busted! Can't even formulate a response. What a wimp.
Whole time I thought we were in this together. Was I just a tool to you? I need some time to think about all this.
Wow, what was her problem? Unless you think your problems end here, you continue to threaten the Enchantress. Prepare to taste steel!
Can we not? I'm kind of not in the mood right now.
Got
I'm
him.
having a moment. Do you mind?
Ow! My sippy!
No!
Alright, so far my D-padless fight was not going to according to plan. Except I was totally using the D-pad to navigate the menu, so it's fine. Ow.
Got about
Okay.
the same amount of health.
No, I know what I must do. Fish!
Fish!
Beesh.
Fish!
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 Perfect.
What's his
No, you
business?
dumped! Okay, hang on. Yes, regular. Regular. Oh, fuck. Fish! Fish! Come on. Fish! Yeah!
Fish!
Yeah, Black Knight has a real attitude problem in this campaign.
Is he sipping from his bomb?
He totally is. I don't understand what I did wrong.
Mona? Hey, where'd you run off to?
I thought he was gonna do his awkward tapping thing, but since Mona's not here, he just defaulted to that.
Oh, Mona, there you
Ooh, Percy on deck! I love riding that thing. Hey, Mona was in a hurry, gathered some things and took off. Is she ill? Well, no matter rain or shine, Percy will fill in as needed.
Is she really gone?
If only you'd listened to Percy's romance tips, you
What
would have
should we
had
work
her
on today?
like wrapped around your little finger.
Impact.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
Oh, that's what I'm
face
talking
wasn't
about.
Nearly as horse-like.
Hang on, let's compare.
Is it a positive or a negative?
It depends on how much you like Percy.
Everyone loves Percy.
True. At least the Magicist does.
Oh, sweat these balls in the Magicist. Yeah, heal. All that stuff. Baz.
Okay, now go back to the other room.
Hang on, I gotta talk to him here. My friend, you're looking well. My research is progressing steadily, but I still need more paper.
Ain't a brony or not.
What should we work on today? Best of luck, my friend. Stop by anytime you need a tune-up.
He's in a minion costume, Rocky. No, not that kind of minion.
You look well.
It's the uniform.
Whew. Oh, I'm out of shape.
Yeah, like these guys, see?
This stuff is really hard. So true, Baz.
Oh yeah, we read that one already.
Perfectly.
Madam Amoeba.
Madame Amoeba. Shivering Sprint. Oh, I know what we need for that. Clockwork Tower, layer of Tinker Knight. Bombs away.
On the way. Man, the way that like flashes reminds me so much of like Mega Man, like stage start.
A lot of this game is very Mega Man.
Yeah, that just like that specific thing reminds
Oh,
me
yeah.
so much of like starting a stage and having that little flash attack.
Yep. What's
Hey.
wrong, Len? What's the matter?
Mega Man.
I went back. I was going back and looking at some of the Kickstarter campaign updates, and Yacht Club's team had been playing through Mega Man. Ah, fuck!
Mega Man Alpha.
All of Mega Man.
Well, yeah, it would. All of Mega Man, or Mega Man. Aw, fuck, is very appropriate because they reached a little bonus. So they did all the classic Mega Man games, and then they did, and then they were gonna do the next, like, move on to the next series. And very quickly they were like, let's do Mega Man and Bass because we hate ourselves, I guess.
Bass is
Okay,
so
not bad.
fucking good.
It's-
It's bass like
Ah,
bass
fuck,
note
fuck,
and
fuck,
stuff.
fuck! Ah, yes,
Oh!
nailed it.
Dragoni, are you,
It.
Dragoni, are you making a joke about how they said his name in Mega Man 8?
No, I literally thought it was Bass.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it-
it's so it's
Mega Man has a music naming theme.
yeah, it's rock and roll are the names of rock and roll are the name of the two
Mega Man's civilian name and his sister.
yeah and
In the
Ow.
original Japanese, Proto Man was named Blues.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
really good considering the
Yeah, what's very funny is there was a figure of him released a while back, like I don't know, I want to say like 10 years ago or so, and they just like straight up transliterated his name when they released it like statewide, but they named him Bruce.
fucking
Figure's name, like on the packaging was just Bruce, because they instead of
didn't
Blues,
realize.
because I guess they didn't
Wow.
like get the memo that Booterzoo was Blues and not Bruce, because it can be
Impressive.
read either way. But it's very funny to me.
man fucking
Bruce.
all I can think of is that one bit from Great Ace Attorney when Giselle Brett is refusing to speak Japanese in the courtroom, and so Hosonaga is translating for her, and then Ouchie, being the absolute suck up that he is just like, yes, English is the language of the world. We must all speak English. Like they literally spell it out like that, and it's
great.
It's so funny. The translation of, because like there's no way that anyone stateside was going to be able to understand it if they just left all the dialogue in Japan in Japanese. So like the ways that they indicate that characters are speaking Japanese is always very fun.
Yeah. I remember in the fan translation they used an entirely different text. Like
that seems kind of annoying.
They used an entirely different like font.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
they
when
did that
they
for
speak
Giselle
English.
Brett when she was speaking English, where they did super duper
Yeah.
cursive, which is very effective at making it seem, oh, this is definitely English, but it's hard to read because she's not speaking Japanese.
Yeah, they
clearly.
did it like a typewriter looking sort of in the fan translation.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
Especially because it's so much more effective to just replace the honorifics.
Yeah.
Like anytime they're talking about Kazuma, it's never like Susato always calls Naruhodo like Mr. Naruhodo or Sholmes Mr. Sholmes, never Sholmes-sama or
Yes, they did that in the fan translation too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what your point is.
I what I'm saying is that is in my opinion, that alone is kind of, I don't know, that kind of suffices for me, because changing the font and changing the way that it's presented for something that, I don't know, maybe it's whatever.
I think it was an effective way of showing she was speaking English.
What the
Yeah.
But it's not like they just left it at that. They do mention that she's speaking English.
Oh yeah, no, they anytime that they have moments where it's like that's context sensitive, they always, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a purist or something.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a purist.
I'm not sure what your point is, Flu.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what it is either because I haven't seen it. Also, I'm trying to play a very complicated video game at the same time,
That's
so my
fair.
points are not saleable
Yeah,
right now.
I think I'd prefer the typewriter over the cursive just because like a typewriter font is easier to read.
Well, the whole idea is that she's not being, like, she
Yes,
isn't
but I,
understood.
as the player, would prefer to be able to read what's on the screen.
Yeah, but at most, whenever she uses that font, it's like 3 words tops.
I thought that those are used in the same places, though, right? I thought the typewriters used to indicate that they were speaking Japanese, and then the cursive is to make Giselle incomprehensible when she's speaking English.
Yeah, no, like when Giselle uses that cursive, it is because she is specifically speaking in English when everyone else is speaking Japanese, and it is supposed to stand out.
And you can't read it. It's just gibberish.
Yeah, that's the point.
Because the Japanese characters also wouldn't be able to understand it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
which the fact that Ryunosuke speaks English fluently, so like he can parse some of it.
Later in the game.
Well,
He doesn't know English at the start.
He can
He's an
speak
English student.
Some English.
am I crazy? Isn't
Why
he
don't
an
we
English
understand
student?
He was something. He knew some English. I knew that.
I thought he started English on the way over. It was like
Yeah, no,
why
like,
would
I
He
mean,
ar-
he
no,
needs
no, he
to know
already-
some English.
No, he already knew English at the very least, enough to like, I don't know, like he and Kazuma specifically say to themselves like, Hosonaga is translating faithfully enough. God damn it!
Though how come
Jeez.
when Giselle talks, it's incomprehensible?
Because it doesn't matter what she's saying. It's for the sake of the rest of the court, or so I don't fucking know. Whatever. I can't keep talking
Might
about
also
something.
be misremembering slightly. Like I remember that typewriter font, like when she introduces herself. So that might be more an indication that she's speaking Japanese poorly.
Perhaps, or yeah, that was kind of my my interpretation of it, is that she was very, oh god damn it, Queen's English something.
Regardless, the fan translation has this detective's deductions
Fucking
are so
God!
high you wouldn't realize he's single line, so it's still the superior one.
That's a very good line.
funny. Lady with the goose on her head. Yes, that's Giselle. She's kind of hot, I won't lie.
You would say that.
I'm not wrong.
You see like a third of her face.
Yeah.
And
And
it's a good third.
yeah, it's a nice fucking third of her face. What do you want? I like
She's
the
a
dress.
bit too racist for my tastes.
That's understandable.
Wish
I can
was
fix
that
her.
serious.
We're moving on. We're climbing the fucking ladder. I
Yeah,
can't.
that part of the
No.
stage is a bit of a fucker.
Yeah, no, I fucking hate it.
I need to get back to GIA only. You do. Great Ace Attorney is some of my favorite.
Great Ace Attorney is the best. Are the best Ace Attorney games in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people say really good things about Ace Attorney Investigations 1 or 2, but like honestly,
That one's also good.
honestly though, like the way that everything comes together between the Ace Attorney is always best when it's easy to digest, when it's digestible, but you're rewarded for remembering things about like very important information.
Oh, thank God this.
And I think Great Ace Attorney does a good job of, while still being the longer standard of the later games in the series, like comparable in length to the 5th and 6th games, they are still very I don't know, they
Just
do a good
fucking
job.
games.
They're good fucking video games, and I can't keep talking about them or I'm going to play even worse.
Okay, well, silent treatment now, Clue.
No, like literally, you saw how goddamn garbage I was playing because I was trying to remember more about Ace Attorney than I was remembering my goddamn fucking skills at this game.
Ace Attorney's more important. Let's talk about Ace Attorney.
Okay.
Yeah!
Shit.
Insert the game card.
Gag ruined.
Ow.
Hope you didn't need that checkpoint.
It's fine. Yeah, no, like, I feel like the stuff that Giselle does kind of outweighs the everything else. Like, considering that one of her defining character traits is how racist she is.
Oh. Hello.
Anyway, let's change up the pace.
My eyes.
You can really see Clip down under the holdie.
Ah, the alchemist. Tales of your exploits have reached far and wide.
Wow, it's just like Meta Knight.
Really? Who the fuck are you?
An interested party. I seek only to find the bravest fighters and test them.
What, by rubbing your shoes in the carpet and poking them? I got places to be. Zap!
Then prove your worth.
Fight me.
Oh,
Hyper Camelot. Fishing with bombs
wait,
we've
didn't
got.
that other guy use lightning?
Yeah, it is a little bit weird that
Can't steal that gimmick.
two of the four design mini boss designs utilize lightning as their main thing. I think the Phantom Striker gets a bit more out of it than Baz does. Baz mostly gets the rest of his. I don't know. Lightning is always a very.
He's gonna have lightning happen around him while he does.
I mean,
things.
the backer characters are just, like, they spent enough to get them in, right?
Well, it's not that they spent enough to put their fan character in the game. They spent enough that they were involved in designing their boss fight, in addition to designing their character. Like, they were actively
Okay,
involved in the
so-
process of.
There's your answer as to why there's 2 lightning ones.
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
I just think it's funny that it's just a funny
Oh.
coincidence. Yeah, also, yeah, Baz's main thing is more his whip than anything else.
I
Whip it
misjudged your
good.
ability. Your skill in dodging so many of my attacks is uncanny. You are surely capable of carrying out your quest. Take this reward, and farewell.
I have much better love advice than Percy, but I will not give it to you.
What the
I wonder if
fuck?
people can tell when I roll my eyes under this mask.
Nicely done, you got the bonus.
Yeah.
The
What is the bonus?
If you, I think, beat him without going under half health and without using a healing item,
Huh.
you get extra money.
Oh,
And he's
The
impressed.
pigeons.
God damn it, I just realized that I hate both of these stages as Plague Knight.
yep.
Really, really coming to, really the big reason that I'm, like, some of the biggest reasons that I, get frustrated with Plague Knight and the way he interacts with the level design are coming up in these two stages. Because, like, in addition to being distracted by talking about something that I'm very passionate about and have lots of things to say about, that which makes me significantly, play significantly worse, this is also some of the most, like, these are the hardest stages in the game, and they get rough with Plague Knight's knockback. Like, even independently of the way he jumps and his, and you have to do the double jump and yada yada yada, even independent of all that, just the knockback alone, I didn't release the button. God damn it.
Good job.
You know, if knockback's a big problem, you do have the Berserker Brew.
Time frame is there.
Alright, hang on. Let's... Alright. No, not the armor outpost. I'm used to better campaign. Let's have a look. Stand up and stretch. I think that'll do me some good. Let's see. Heavily plated. Keep your footing when struck by enemies, but stopping may be a problem. That's fine.
Works too.
I matched the wisdoms.
Keep thy beat clean.
Oh, I look cool. Alright, let me stand up and stretch real quick. My main thing with the drink is just that I don't know, I feel like I don't... I'll try that too. That one might be more helpful for, We'll try this one with the wardrobe, and then the other one, fucking... the next one with the other one. I mean, I could still use this now, but like, hang on, let's just see. Yeah, that's just Shovel Knight's knockback. That's not a power up. That's the standard.
Finally, our best power up yet. Play the game the way it's meant to be played.
Oh god.
How slippery is the physics though when
Not that bad.
Oh,
I've played worse. I played through the entirety of New Super Luigi U as Nabbit.
ooh.
Which is, if you don't know, in New Super Luigi U, you eventually unlock the ability to play through stages with Mario physics. Like, they disable Luigi's slippery shoes and all that. Except for Nabbit, because that's just how Nabbit plays. Nabbit also can't use power-ups and is completely immune to enemies, so, you know, I spent most of my playthrough just fucking over my brothers. So, Nabbit always wins. It was honestly ridiculous how frequently, like, literally by the end of the game, or like by the end of like World 3 or so, I had 99 lives, because at the end of the stage, every power-up that Nabbit collects that he would have used to, you know, power up, is instead turned into a 1-up for him. Not for everyone, just for Nabbit.
Incredible.
And so...
This is an absolutely broken character.
Yeah, no, he's literally, like, very much broken, which is the reason that it's bizarre that he is the like, player 4 has to be this broken character if you want to play with 4 people. Yeah, it really is baby mode, but I love Nabbit, and and I wanted to play as Nabbit because he's funny. Ow. Ow. Okay, that was just sloppy play on my part. Getting a little too...
Thinking about Nabbit.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to think while I play is what I'm getting at.
Probably.
No.
You need to just get in the zone.
Unfortunately, it's hard to do that while still being entertaining.
Is Nabbit a Ravio fanboy?
That's literally
Absolutely.
that is literally in the demonstration where Nabbit was revealed, they had to clarify, we know he looks just like Ravio, who was also recently revealed for another game that's recently coming out, but we promise this is a coincidence. Which, honestly, I think that's really fun. That they were like, yeah, this is really funny that this happened at the same... Ow, fuck.
What the fuck?
Okay, that red
What
smoke...
happened there?
I don't know.
Close to the ceiling, I think.
Plague Knight just doesn't have very many ways to interact positively with those spinning cogs. Like, Shovel Knight can knock back the small ones, or hit the, or bounce off the big ones, but Plague Knight just kind of has to jump around them. It's really annoying. If there's a rabid Nabbit, I would die.
Nabbit.
Hang on.
Nabbit.
Let me do some nerd shit and try and figure out the most optimal way to kill this fucker. This is the Seeker, right? Yeah. Ow. No. No, this is...
Centrifuge from down here? Oh, why did I get it?
Oh, the casing. No, fuck. No, fuck! God damn it!
Maybe just set it up from the start, the pause menu.
Okay. Fucking... Another... Flow casing. No. No. Bounce casing. Component powder. Sentry... Okay, so it was that. No! Oh my god! Hello?
It's hitting the cog.
Ugh. God damn it. God damn it.
Well, you got
Maybe
it.
component isn't the best powder for that one either.
I had an idea just before you beat him.
What was the
Which
idea?
was, remote fuse, put the bomb on the platform, let it carry it around to him.
God, I pushed the fucking... Oh!
It was still recharging.
No,
You emptied it out.
God. See, also, all of these icons look way too similar after a while.
Yeah, I never, when I played, I never really got the hang of figuring out which one does what.
I don't think I even knew about this D-pad menu. I just use the pause menu every time.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing, is that either you use the D-pad and you navigate blindly, or you kill the pace entirely and go to the pause menu and do, like, 18 different button presses. And if there's anything that I learned from my time playing Geek, it's that I value the amount of time that I spend in menus in games. Like, in an RPG, if your menus aren't satisfying to navigate, I'm having significantly less fun. If your platformer game is also requiring me to navigate menus every 10 seconds, then that's crossing a line that I'm not willing to cross. Or maybe I'm just stubborn. Well, not maybe, I know
I mean,
I'm
you are stubborn. This is an established fact.
But also, I feel...
Don't forget, you don't have the vial.
I want thing.
Where are you going?
Thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Spectre of Torment Clockwork Tower is great. This sucks.
Oh, that. They said Shovel of Hope.
Shovel of Hope also is great when it. this
Spectre of
stage.
Torment.
At long last!
Jesus Christ. Chester! You better give me a fucking tip for this.
Mobile gear.
I refuse to move from this
Fucking
spot.
bombs!
There, God.
Yoo!
No, I want to change back into regular. Anyway.
Not to bring the topic back to menus again, but the DS version,
Yeah.
you can just swap things on touchscreen.
Mhm.
Yeah, the problem
that's
with
how I
that is
played.
that that's still basically this, isn't it? Like they
Yeah,
don't.
I never
Well,
use the touchpad because it requires me to take either one of my hands off of buttons. So either I cannot move or I cannot do anything else during that time.
But at least it shows you like the descriptions and names.
Oh, it
because-
does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's also like, I don't know, like that just seems like a lot of information to keep on screen at all times, and the fact that they designed a system that complicated for what was, you know, by default, like original Shovel Knight, like a very intensely well designed and like teaches. I fucking hate fairies. I think I got him.
Could be.
Toss a few more just to make sure.
No. Give me that. Got him. The fairies are always the worst. They suck in every instance. I don't know why I bothered doing that. There's literally a platform right there.
Have it.
I need my safety net now. Also, I'm very glad that we didn't commit to the chaos.
Hell run?
Yeah, what was that?
Pandemonium Cloak.
What was that, Draconi?
Pandemonium Cloak.
Okay, I thought you said
Thanks.
you okay, Clue, and I'm like, what, yeah, but yeah, no, you guys,
I mean, that
Yeah,
question also
okay,
stands.
Through on in this stage.
yeah, Fleet Flask, Speed, but yeah, like, because I'd also have to be playing in New Game Plus, there's fewer checkpoints and no healing items, and with this stage in particular, I'm not fucking, I'm stupid, I didn't release the button.
Oh.
There's a lot less annoying in Dig, well then they're not really fairies then.
We're all this time and we're still on the first checkpoint.
Yeah! Yeah! Imagine playing without! Another reason that I fucking hated playing the last half of the game as Plague Knight is because of this, where like the stages are long, but there's also not that many checkpoints, and the obstacles are obnoxious to deal with, so it's just a lot of, I don't know. I don't mean to be like so intensely negative, but like I don't have very many positive feelings about the last third of this game as Plague
I
Knight.
think that's understandable.
Yeah, given what I've seen so far, yeah, I totally understand.
Did you not finish this as
It's
Plague
not
Knight?
done well.
I never finished Plague of Torment. I got
Plague of
to
Torment.
about here.
We're
actually, now
just
that I think
mashing
about
up
it.
all of the names this week.
Couple of
Whoa.
cards.
I forgot it kept going.
See, tiny little sip, and then whee!
Ow.
Don't forget that you don't have the platform.
Yep.
Better.
I didn't want to see you
No!
to your death because you were
Like that?
taking a sip.
See, that was just me using the platform in the exact same instance that the platform was pushing into me, so it just despawned and pushed me downward, and then I died. Fairies aren't even enemies in Dig, but they are in the game. Impossible. Fairies are always enemies.
Even if they cannot harm you, they are still enemies.
Yeah.
They can harm me emotionally. Cause me psychological distress by seeing them.
Plague Knight, Shovel of Tormenting Cards. That's just an episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plague Knight would... Well, no, I was gonna say Plague Knight would absolutely kick King Knight's ass at Joustus, but then I realized, oh, right, you actually fight all of the different Order of No Quarter in Joustus. So we literally see it happen, and canonically... God damn it! Canonically, King Knight comes out on top.
He also cheats.
He's the king of cards.
Yeah. But most of the other major boss characters also use cheats, so... But King Knight's cheats are, like, genuinely stacked in your favor. Like, it's an action combat system, right? But you have cards.
Is it action?
Not really, but there
No.
is a point
Rather-
late in the game where there are special effects that enemy players will activate, where they literally where it literally is where they put your turns on a timer pretty much.
Oh.
So you have to make decisions quickly, and the less time you spend on any one turn, the more time you have on the next one. Which is kind of a lot like how Pocket Dungeon works. Now that I'm thinking about it, which Pocket Dungeon has been really fun, and in Joustus it works just all right, but it also does not make King. I put oh! Woo!
God.
I keep thinking I have the bigger boom equipped. I don't know why. I'm not used to not launching halfway across the stage every time I get hit. Very subtle thing, and maybe it's just a personal thing, but just because the fact that Plague Knight's double jump is made the way that it is, it also feels way harder to dodge certain attacks. Just because it's harder to get out of the way in time. Okay, that one was just me getting tilted. I wouldn't be so tilted if I didn't have to go through this goddamn section every
so
time.
Tilted
Yeah.
at the towers.
At the Clockwork Tower. Ow, fuck you. See, now I'm just starting to rush. Okay, I can't stand not having more than one bomb. Later, bitch. God, these knives. I'm imagining dealing with these knives without having the wardrobe on, and I'm killing myself.
Hey, checkpoint!
Oh, fuck, you're right. Checkpoint first, then fish.
Oh.
Thank God. I'm gonna kill myself to celebrate.
May as well. You're right here.
Fish. Great.
Fish.
A fish for a fish. That's how the saying goes, right?
It's like that, a fish?
Whoops!
He's a bird.
He's very clearly a bird.
Birds fish? You know, bees are fish.
Galaxy brain. Ah!
Angles. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Does a gay little prance across the spikes. I knew the fairies were coming. That's why I preemptively equipped that. Why don't the fairies get squashed? Why don't the fairies get squashed in the walls?
Because they're magic. They're fairies.
Fucking
They also
very
go
good,
cool.
parents. Ow, you bitch. Give me that cipher coin. Got him. Ow, you jumpy bitch.
Why?
No. It's personal now. Okay, it's not that personal. Christ! They really do just... Why would they... Like, I get that it's during an auto-scrolling section, but, like, they really didn't give you any checkpoints during the... during that long-ass section before... You know, I don't know. In terms of character design, who's your favorite character? My definite favorite is Spectre Knight, because I like everything about Spectre Knight. I think he's my favorite character overall. But Treasure Knight is definitely my second favorite, even in just terms of design.
Treasure Knight is also my second favorite. My first favorite is Plague.
Plague Knight is very good.
I think Plague Knight's my favorite design, too.
Yeah. King Knight is great in his simplicity, I feel. But that's like saying Bowser is your favorite villain of all time, kind of thing. Like, not a bad choice, just a kind of basic one. And that's mostly talking about him as, like, a villain kind of thing. As a character, it's very, very different from comparing him to Bowser. For several reasons. Tinker Knight is also great in...
Fairies.
Ah!
You okay?
No.
We've been on this stage for the better part of an hour. I don't think he's okay.
And put the pandemonium cloak back on.
No, that would make it worse! Also, I don't have a New Game Plus file that's this far in the game.
We got codes. Probably.
There's cheats for that. Also, yeah, sorry for ears. I'm just a little bit tilted at the towers right now. I'm so glad. I'm so glad
that maybe.
the...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe after this stage we stop for the night.
No, I just need a break to decompress a little bit. I have problems with like the thing is that
Putting games down when you should.
well that and also just like I have problems with basically every remaining stage in the game as Plague Knight.
Yeah,
And if I put it down out of frustration, I'm not gonna want to pick it back up.
that's understandable.
And I want to see the end of this because it's good. It's almost like the parts of the game that are designed around Plague Knight's mechanics are the best. Like, the dedicated, the spoiler alert, Plague Knight gets a different final boss. Big surprise there. It'd be really lame if he didn't, if I'm being perfectly honest. And there are, so...
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck is a shield knight? What did you do to my boss? Oh my god, no, it's not almost 11. I mean,
Getting there.
it's closer to 11 than it is to 10, but, you know, fuck it. Tinker Knight dies.
This is W, actually.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, look, it's Plague Knight. I heard you might show up. Why have you come here?
Ah, the esteemed inventor. I do so respect your craft. Relinquish your essence and you won't be harmed.
I'll fucking kill you.
What? I don't think so, Bird Mask. You have your own brain. Use it or lose it.
Also, Dadachi, just because as I was rereading your messages during that cutscene, I want to clarify, King Knight is an excellent favorite character choice. It just, as a design, it's, whatever. Not the design is whatever, but my point is whatever. I like King Knight a lot.
You're digging yourself into a hole, Clue.
I know, that's why I'm backfilling, so that I don't have
You're
to.
backfilling farther into the hole.
That's not
Awful
how
you're
digging works.
Behind.
We're not playing as Shovel Knight. We can't dig any further.
And you're exploding yourself deeper into a hole.
This is kind of awkward.
God, I love this boss.
It's very fun. I have some.
And the whole concept in the first place, too.
Yeah.
Knights her can
Hell
fucking
yeah.
tinker.
Got him.
Sorry to keep thinking about Mega Man. That reminds me of the Guts tank.
Mm-hmm.
No, this entire game is based around Mega Man, so it's
Yeah,
entirely
I can
fair.
feel it.
Heavily inspired by.
Yeah.
Oh, now Tinker Knight. There's an engineer who knows ballistics. Too bad he doesn't know when he's outmatched.
Yeah, I asked nicely, but he was too stubborn.
What should we work on today? Better attitude for me.
Loved Percy stretching and getting on all fours and just being an actual horse for like 3 seconds.
Well, he was specifically doing it to kick the lever because the lever's very stuck in place. So he had to give it a strong kick. When you screamed earlier, it was like Sammy Classic. Oh, God. I apologize for that. I'm usually not in a forward gamer lean when I'm doing, or when I do that. Give.
A moment of gamer rage, I understand. Common ailment among gamers.
Quark, if you're gonna keep calling me slurs, I'm gonna have to kick you out of the call.
Okay, I'll leave.
Gamer as a slur is
The
simultaneously
G word.
Yeah. Gamer as a slur is simultaneously a joke that I'm just like, I'm over it, and also it is the funniest shit in the world. Like, it is, somehow it manages to be both for me.
G asterisk asterisk.
No, give me the green. I want the green thing. No. What do you think of the body swap mode in Shovel of Hope? I think it's really good. Mode of transgender. I had a thought.
Yeah, I played through the whole game in full swap mode.
Yeah. I had a thought after I had basically, like, well after the finishing Shovel of Hope streams, but I was like, man, I could have just done the Tower of Fate boss rush if I wanted to show off all the body swap designs at once, rather than having to go through every single stage. So maybe I'll do that.
Could be neat.
I know that they don't have the body swap designs for every single playable character in Showdown, which is the reason that they don't have them in the other campaigns is the exact same. No, I missed a Cypher Coin. Whatever will I do without that one Cypher Coin? Probably die.
Not get the 100% completion reward.
It's almost like I already have it. And also I want to keep the stream's pace going so that I can finish before midnight. If I'm lucky. The big trench coat looks
You're
awesome.
asking a lot, you know.
Yeah. There's a pan in... preemptively equipping this.
Oh boy, it's time.
Yeah,
The level that I had the absolute hardest time with in Shovel Knight campaign.
I mean, it is like basically the final stage.
Yeah, I know that, but oh boy.
Yeah, no, there is a specific room in this stage as Plague Knight that I fucking hate. And I'll tell you when we get there. And maybe it'll turn out that I was just being a bitch, or maybe it'll turn out that
You were right all along.
Yeah.
Both.
I mean, I know I'm a bitch, but I could also be right. Yeah, it is my personal...
I'm just imagining this stage with double knockback.
Yeah, it's miserable. I can tell you that much. That's one of the reasons that I didn't change the... Yeah, it is me. Much like how it happens whenever I play this stage normally, I'm fucking dead. Yeah, no, the double knockback makes this so much worse. So I'm kind of happy that I sacrificed Decadence for finishing the game.
Genova form.
Yeah. Ow. The beta builds of the game, Flying Machine was intended to be one of the first 2 levels after. No. Yeah, no, like, even just from, like, name and, like, concept alone, the Flying Machine is not an early game stage for any kind of platformer. Because it's literally... The basis of platforming is not falling into bottomless pits, and if you're floating in the sky...
For real?
Yeah, imagine. Actually, I lied. There's one exception to that rule. I forgot how much damage those did. And also how low my health was. Yeah, see how many checkpoints that is, Tinker Knight? Ooh. Do you know how fucking hard it is to just install those things? How does it feel that Propeller Knight is more OSHA compliant than you?
I think he would. I think Tinker Knight would take that as a point of pride.
That he has more workplace safety violations than a fucking plane? You ever worked at the TSA? Shit's safe as fuck!
Okay, fair enough.
That should be the standard for a workplace that works with deadly machinery. Like this place has cannons. Tinker Knight's mech has cannons, and yet I don't know. This joke is going on a little too long for me to process it and play.
I think Tinker Knight actively sets traps for Oceans.
Yeah, Tinker Knight feels like the type who would feel
Ow.
like they're impinging on his efficiency.
Yeah. Buzzsaw's off your hand at work. Get back to it, slave. Give me a chance to poke my head in here. Because I only noticed that I passed it by like a second after. Get me up. Oh no, but the treasure. There we go. Got it. Tinker Knight isn't evil though. Make fun of my stage, will you? Tinker Knight shut up challenge. Ow! Sheldon saying, make fun of my my nerd talk or my weapons, will you? And various other things is just my favorite. Check out my check out my holofoil steelhead card. It's super rare. Ah! Just slams in locker. I love that video so much. Very good. Such a robotic limb on pace. Yeah, that's where I was gonna go with the gag, and then I died, or something else happened, and I couldn't finish it. I constantly forget that this boss exists.
Oh, yeah.
They don't really do much. Also, the fact that you fight them in a black void really, kind of takes away from it.
They got me a couple times as Shuffle Knight back before I realized that you have to be in the air when they land or else they will stun lock you into bomb death.
Yep. Tinker cannot pronounce his own name. He only speaks in one-syllable words unless it's super technical stuff. I knew how he spoke felt weird, but I couldn't place my finger on how or why. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that when we get to his dialogue later. Great. Oh, it's the hover meanie. Oh no. Back. Also, we're back in the 5 digits gold, which is good.
Yeah,
Yay.
baby, let's go.
Gravity defying. Alright, Chester, give me your shit. Ooh. They never get it right. Staff of Striking. Trading up. Oh yeah, I didn't have
Melee.
that.
Fucking smacks you.
Basha and Crusha you with a baseball bat. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this probably doesn't see much use. Hey, Doc. Good to see you. This is going very smooth. Count back from quick save. Nice.
Going smooth, knock on wood.
Think Tinker and Sheldon would get along? I think Tinker and Sheldon would geek out and then probably... Okay, no, Sheldon would start the conversation by seeing that he's into, like, technical stuff, and then Tinker Knight would just give him a weird look and just be like, excuse me? And then Sheldon would try to be friends. Tinker Knight wouldn't understand how or why he's trying to be friends, and then probably do or say something to offend him. Might not be intentional. It's just the autism speaking. Autism affectionate.
Autism gang.
Leave me be, Crabman. Exactly. That is. Oh man, we were talking about. I think it was in one of. It might have been in the second Shovel of Hope stream, but I was thinking about the potential for a Crab Knight in a future Shovel Knight game. That'd be so much fun. This sucks when you have regular knockback, by the way. Your toys are weak, and then Sheldon pull out the Great Turf War weapons.
That would really hurt my feelings if someone said that to me.
What's
I don't know if I
with
could
the
come
order
back
of no
with it.
quarter use?
That, Spectre Knight is definitely a Splatana main. And he's actually good at it, which makes him actually scary. Which means that he put in a lot of effort to be good at it. Which is proof that he is a nerd.
Not order of no quarter, but I feel like Shield Knight, Umbrella.
Yeah, definitely. Oops!
Polar Knight's the Dynamo Roller.
Yeah! Yeah, spot on. The rule in this particular cluster of online people is you are one of three things: trans to your gender, the autisms, or some other third thing that I didn't think through when I started this analogy. But I'm kind
That
of
was really funny, Clueless.
Thank you. I'm kind of on the fringe because that's like ADHD and autism. I have this fucking room. They have a lot of comorbidities and all that, so I find myself relating to much things. Anyway, I'm gonna die just to reset my health. Or, yep, there we go. ADHD, yeah. ADHD and autism have very high comorbidities, which is or like the similarity of symptoms is very apparent, which is yeah. You are transgender, exactly. Just many things. King Knight used 52 Deco just because it has gemstones? Yes. Or he would try the gold dynamo roller and then realize it's really heavy. And that requires effort, which means that he's
Gold
not
arrow
going to.
spray instead.
Gold arrow spray, yeah, exactly. Minimum.
Rollers in the arrow spray.
Yeah. What was that, Dragoni? Sorry?
I forgot there was a gold arrow spray.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the difference between it and the silver.
Probably this is a different sub-weapon and special. That's what
Yeah.
the different variants of weapons are.
There was a bronze-ish one that was the Sheldon's pick. Like it wasn't like full-on bronze, but it did have a different logo over the whole. I don't think it's possible to get your money back. Gold kit always is a worse kit. Yep.
But it's gold, which is cooler.
Yeah. And plus, sometimes it can be fun to just expire.
Nyeh. At least you got all the coins.
Yeah. Plague Knight, all of his weapons use Burst Bomb. He also managed to finagle something with merch so that he... No.
God damn it.
Plague Knight would also have finagled something with merch so that he has special charge up and just go to town with Bomb Rush.
Completely ham.
What?
I don't think so. You cannot keep going to get those bags.
No, I'm not
It's
trying to
gonna
go for the
happen.
bag. I'm just trying to go quickly. because I fucking hate
You
this.
can't
can't do this
stuff
room
with
quickly.
bond-
I mean,
with
you
ink saving,
can, but you're going to die.
This is a patience room.
You were, what were you saying, Dubby?
Take Night stacks his stuff with ink saver sub.
Yeah. Just specifically, he somehow manages to find a way to get to use 4 suction bombs on 1 ink tank. Man, I wonder how this.
Blue patience.
No. I thought it was gonna turn.
Please.
The wind was gonna turn. Purely illegal kit. Riveting.
Yeah, we've done it. Now for this room.
Which is probably worse.
We can do it. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dodge that rat like a champ.
Why do I dodge rats?
I love rats.
Exactly. Why are you dodging them then?
Well, I'm not the one dodging them. Clueless is, because they're killing
Why are you
him.
dodging rats, Clueless?
Because they're killing me. Much like Quark killed me with Yeek. Have you considered that?
Quark, is this true?
They let their
He
heads have
survived Yick. He got through it. He's being a big baby about it.
They let airheads have airships? Hey, come down here. I need to borrow something.
Oh, how pedestrian! I was expecting the grand entrance! Substance of a style always with you scientists! So, I heard the most delicious rumor. You enjoy my suave, daring nature, do you? Get in line.
I do.
Don't flatter yourself, Flyboy. Your essence is the teensiest part of my plan.
My essence can't be taken from me! But if you ask nicely, I'd consider giving you flying lessons.
I could really use those.
Oh, that'd be nice, thanks.
Of course, my promiscuous pupil. I'll have to charge.
You say promiscuous pupil?
I think
That was the wrong word.
it was.
Yep.
Yeah, the word was pernicious.
Pernicious, that's the
but
word it was.
yeah.
Like
But-
promiscuous.
But you very much said promiscuous.
Now he was it was a slip of the tongue. He was thinking about what the rumors were also saying about himself. Also, oh fuck.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
That was highly unfortunate.
Yeah. Also, gotta say you envy my suave demeanor. Get in line. I just that line's so good. It's like I know I'm hot shit. I have a personal theory that that Jake Kaufman, the composer for this game, his favorite theme, or one of his favorite themes, if not his absolute favorite, is that he wrote for this game is the flying ship.
Honestly, he should be proud of that one.
It's an incredible theme, but the reason I say that is because he in the Shovel Knight Arranged album that he did as part of when the game released, and there was the additional soundtrack. The main fucking hell. He
Unfortunate.
he contributed 2 songs to that album of remixes from the game, and those were Hyper Camelot, the mini boss, like the backer boss battle theme, and the Flying Machine theme. They are both very good. The first trailer for Shovel Knight also used the first trailer for the game naturally used the main theme of the game, but the second trailer used Pridemore Keep's theme and then the airship theme again. And the brass coming in with the melody for this just, oh god damn it, is so
Holy
good.
shit!
I'm
These are some really unfortunate knockbacks.
I almost wish I had the
One of
knockback.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that. Plague Knight's
Yeah.
knockback would be better.
I think I died.
Oh my god, getting through the rest of this stage is big.
Yeah. The holes are
The
bad.
holes are big
Duck,
if
Duck,
true.
you weren't here for the Clockwork Tower. You were not here for
Ooh,
Clockwork
yeah.
Tower. Good God. Also, something about this fight that fucks with me is the fact that it changed, like, the first attack for his second phase changes from being, like, it feels like he sends out the cannonballs to hit the middle of the stage at different times. Like, it sometimes takes a little bit longer. Eat shit.
Hey,
The cannonball's still falling.
It's very good. You still haven't learned? Believe me, believe me, I've been trying. All right, time to walk across Propeller Night like a bridge on my way back. Hang on, did Wizland get resized somehow? I don't know.
Well,
Oh well. Despite Propeller Knight's crude courtship rituals, I admit his vessel is romantic. A fine setting for wooing a fair mare. By the way, I noticed Mona left a health potion among her notes. Surely it was meant for you. Take it. She did know that I liked juice pouches. Incredible! The penultimate essence! Quite the accomplishment for you.
I wasn't working alone. At least, not in the beginning.
Such humility. I realize I helped, but the credit largely goes to you.
See?
Well, anyway, the time is nigh. I'll use Mona's decanter to pack up the essences for you. Be incredibly careful with these.
Thanks, Percy. Don't wait up for me.
This seems perfectly safe.
Of course.
immediately
fine to
trips
me.
and drops it.
Yeah.
Potions for you.
Yeah. Alright, and then nope. And then top it off.
I play. Okay.
Give me my potions, wench!
Cause I'm in love with Percy, isn't it?
Why do we even put up with this simpleton?
Good song. Tango of the Tropical King.
I want to meet Triple King one day. Play music at him.
Nope. Oops. Alright. Also, the gift subs remind me. I need I've got ideas for the different emotes that I'm gonna commission you, and definitely remember to put that in officially so that I can get more emotes, because your emotes are really good.
I've still got some emotes I need to make for
Eat
Oh.
me.
Bounce off walls when bomb jumping may be tough to control.
I love
That's
the
not
name
a good
Goo
idea.
Garment.
Goo garment. Yeah,
Ew.
I'll stick with the wardrobe. There was something else I was gonna check in on. Nope. Well, let's get
Ready?
go. All right, I'm not gonna worry too much about the cipher coins because not only do I already have a 100% file, and I know it doesn't like affect like the ending or whatever if I don't have all the things. So I'd rather just finish this. Victory points, but also I'd like to finish this game tonight. So, and it is getting remarkably late.
Rats.
So many rats.
It's a lot of rats.
It's like paradise.
One might even call it a plague of rats.
Croaker voice.
What? What? What?
Oh, you again.
Yeah, fun fact, getting hit at all in this fight will kill you if you don't have the wardrobe on because of how the knockback works.
That's
Goddamn.
terrible.
Lucky for me, I don't give a shit.
Excuse me? What the
Why
fuck
the-
are you doing?
He's unionizing.
Oh no.
Plague Knight the Union Buster.
He would be.
Yep.
Morally gray.
I really love that this campaign just lets you be a dick. Like,
I do,
You're not really evil, you're just messing with your minions and being...
and also your
Jerk.
coworkers.
Mhm.
I mean that's the story. I mean where you could just optionally blow up your own dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, you the player, not playing that.
Yeah,
player.
yeah. Nope. I knew something was coming. Also, love how the biggest gem is in the checkpoint directly before the room of insta-kill hazards.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the goal. That's the point.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun.
Cruelty.
Do not you dare! Fairy godparents! Fairies! Fairies! Stop! Stop! That went from joking annoyance to genuine frustration real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, is Resident Evil thing today?
Yeah, I need to watch that. No! Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
This
It-
fucking
In case
chamber.
you're wondering, the residents
Whoa!
are still evil.
You fool!
I know.
Yeah, I feel like they deliberately timed the Resident Evil announcement to come right after the Silent Hill series promotion.
Honestly, those two games have kind of been sister series.
Okay, you're good.
Resident Evil and Silent Hill are the exact same thing to me.
They are. That is. Okay, whatever.
I can see.
I know
can see
better
where
than
yours
to
comes
to
from,
than
but
to
one of
try
them
and
gives you a lot more
explain
guns.
it. But
If you
like,
don't know a lot in depth about the two series, then yeah, it's
It-
absolutely
at-
a valid judgment to make.
at a glance of even just the first or like the most popular games
Stay here!
in either. I know.
Lance is most of what I know.
I know. That's what
Yep. What? What?
Blue.
I know.
Clueless!
I know.
What was the plan there?
Get the
There wasn't
money.
one.
Blinded by greed.
Stop focusing on the money and focus on getting through this so we can stop before midnight. What do we need money for right now, anyway? What are we buying?
3 points.
Score.
Damn it.
Damn.
Jeez.
You held on for a while, though.
That has happened every time. I fucking hate this. I fucking hate you! Also, it's really weird to think about the fact that the bubbles do actually deal damage.
Oh, yeah. It's like, as Shovel Knight, you'd never really have any opportunity to test that, because you just automatically shovel bounce off them.
Well, except for the one mini boss that launches bubbles at you.
Are you...
Clueless.
Oh.
I was trying to go out of my way to play it super duper safe by waiting under the little alcove. And I didn't remember how far it went
the
down.
ceiling came down a bit farther than we thought.
Yeah, because I'm never actually standing there and waiting for that to happen. It just happens because that's how it times out. Is there, like, a speedrunner's strat or something to deal with fairies? Or are they just designed to be impossible to deal with well?
That's a
Because,
good...
like, I genuinely have
probably
never
hit with
found
bomb.
a consistent way to actually deal with fairies in these games. It's just flail angrily at them and hope you don't die.
Yeah, Plague Knight doesn't really have
orbit
Warhorn.
casing.
Again, really contextual.
God, oh God.
God fucking damn it!
Ah!
Every time.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna stop that. This is the other room that pissed me the fuck off, by the way.
I can see why.
I'm playing with reduced knockback. This fucking fairy killed me so goddamn many times. No, it's not even worth it.
I believe you. Oh! Oh yeah, something I was gonna mention before. There is one thing that Silent Hill and Resident Evil have in common.
Shitty
Both
voice
in Dead by
acting.
Daylight.
No, God! Ah!
Okay, I think maybe this might not be the final stream.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Do you want someone to take over and parsec you through this room?
I'm playing on Switch.
Right, I forgot about that. Never mind, I'm a dumbass.
Also, why would I do
They'll
that?
switch over to me. I'll do it.
The Wiki's tips for fairies is hit them with a ranged attack. Thank you. Very helpful.
Oh, you know what? You know the thing that Plague Knight has as his only
Yes,
weapons?
Very good.
You know how they're still completely ineffective against them? Isn't that so much fun?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's more.
Not by much, but there's
Wait.
more.
Oh, they jump!
Eat shit.
Bonk! That did no damage.
You'd think the explosion would actually deal damage. Christ almighty.
Oh!
Fucking fairy godparents!
Those bastards.
If you're wondering why I'm not actively trying to kill them anymore, it's because it literally does not help. It is faster for me to just damage boost past them and just not try.
It also gets you killed more.
Yeah. Well, I'm just as likely to die to them as I am die trying to kill them.
Hey, look,
What?
a fairy!
That's just
There
evil.
are no treasures in these walls! Only fucking fairies!
The circle.
Yeah, after you beat this piece of shit, you get to play the best campaign.
The acronym.
Yep. I noticed that earlier. I'm trying to come up with a really clever joke about it, but I think Dadachi made the best
Yeah, Dadachi did it
possible.
for you.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
I will recommend
Hey,
Overcooked.
Draconier, what are you up to?
See if I can figure out the way to deal with these stupid fairies.
Trying to
Well,
figure
but
out the
kids,
secret to the enemies that are the worst.
Because I don't remember them being this much of an issue when I played the game. It's been
They
a
have
long
always
time.
been this much of an issue, as far as I know, for everyone. Like, I don't know a single person that knows how to deal with them, quote unquote, well. They are just designed
Robot
to be.
thing.
Okay, but outside of that very specific thing that someone might not have, which I had been buying all the upgrades in my first playthrough, for the record, so that it wasn't that. It was just that, but like outside of that, in any other, in like Shovel of Hope, I'm even talking about, like they are just as obnoxious.
See, they're kind of annoying, but I feel like you're overblowing it a little.
I'm also very tilted, so you have to understand.
Yeah.
That being
I-
said, though,
I actually pulled up a speed run of this game to see how they dealt with the things, and they just used the explosion jump to kill them.
yeah,
It looks like it one-shots them.
yeah, having a minute to simmer over it, simmer over things. No, I'm not overreacting. Fuck those things. So Naughty Dog Studios, the guys that made the original Crash games, and then Jak and Daxter, not Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank,
Uncharted.
and then later Uncharted, and then later Oscar Bait the video game.
Oh,
Black Knight, must I suffer you again?
As long as you pursue the Enchantress, I will pursue
Hang
you!
on. This game started out by Plague Knight facing down Black Knight while having jittery, flickery power coursing through his body, and now the game is finishing with Plague Knight facing down Black Knight with jittery, powerful energy coursing through his body.
Great! I can use the entertainment. Just one thing. Why were you talking to Mona?
She was trying to bribe me to give you the Enchantress's essence without a fight.
Mona was looking out for me?
Being incorruptible, of course. I would hear no such talk.
Mona? Did that protect me? I must have the potion out of my way!
Black Knight is a jackass for several reasons, but I really don't want to. I don't want to get into it because I don't want to spoil anything from. But like, among several, I don't know. Jack, he really does earn the anti-hero or like the rival title for several reasons, and there's a lot of little bits of dialogue and interactions in the subsequent campaigns where he doesn't even interact with Shovel Knight, but it fleshes out the nature of their relationship really well, which again we'll get to primarily. Also, yeah, I realized that, so Naughty Dog was Jak and Daxter. Insomniac was who I was thinking of. But so apparently, the Ratchet and Clank devs at Insomniac Studios have a dedicated trophy of the Yeti enemies from Ratchet and Clank 2, and they award that trophy to whoever on the dev team for a given game creates the single biggest bastard of an enemy in the next game. Like, like it shouldn't be an award because it's genuinely a sign of like bad design or like frustrating to the point of like lunacy, kind of thing. And so, but it is also incredibly funny at the same time, where it's like, wow, I don't know. But like that particular Yeti is so infamous. Hang on. Does it ever say which one of the two copied the other? If I had to guess, they used to be, Black Knight, Shovel Knight, and Polar Knight studied under the same master in the same way that Ryu and Ken studied under the same master. And then they had a falling out, and Polar Knight refuses to talk about it. But Black Knight is like a little too, bitter about it. So just won't let it go, at the detriment to literally everything around him.
That's why I'm still mad Polar Knight didn't get a campaign. I want to know what their deal is.
He really, like, and the thing is that I feel like it would be mischaracterizing him to have just, God damn it, just have a little snippet of dialogue of his that lets something slip about who he is and his personality. But I think that it would be out of character for him to let that slip outside of something where we just see it, because he just doesn't talk. That's part of his thing, is that he just does not talk about anything, and that's, you know, I don't know. Sensei Knight, yes.
Sensei Knight.
Shovel King. Or Shovel Captain, alternatively. Shovel General.
Shovel Commodore.
I don't know why that one got me so far. Black Knight is also... Black Knight is well written, but it's kind of stealthily done. It's very... He's not a good person. I would still say that he does redeem himself, but I don't think that he is ever acting in the right for the majority of the time that you see him.
I agree with that. He's acting...
He's acting more on emotion.
Selfish isn't the right word, but it's close.
Selfish is very much the right word, because even though it is ultimately, he still thinks what he's doing is for the best for Shield Knight. The fact that he doesn't, like, he kind of pieced it together that Shield Knight and the Enchantress were connected very early, and yet he still goes out of his way to try and protect her as the Enchantress rather than, like, chancing harming her, whereas Shovel Knight kind of quickly comes to terms with it and realizes that he has to do something, whereas Black Knight is more passive in that, and rather than chancing fighting the Enchantress himself, wants to just do what he's always done and be a dick to Shovel Knight. Okay, his primary motivation isn't actually just being a dick to Shovel Knight. It's specifically just sticking to what he thinks is right. Also, I'm going to fucking die if I don't kill him in one hit. Got him.
Yeah!
Oh, that was
Kill him in one shot.
down to the wire, and I didn't even notice.
Better make it count. Better kill him in one shot.
Clearly you care for her, but why go to such lengths? Why a potion that makes you all-powerful?
I'm not out to rule the world. I just want to become stronger, and maybe then she'll love me.
Fool! Can't you see that she already does?
No, the potion is the only way.
Black
What
Knight.
an idiot.
Black Knight really out here calling the kettle black. All the way back to the potion area. I think we can still finish tonight.
Yeah. More casing.
Boomerang. Black Knight was an option in Dig in the Dig the Vote contest, by the way. I kind of think that wouldn't have been nearly as interesting But I do like that they put him on as an option. Love
How
can
would
be...
it play differently from Shovel Knight in a meaningful way?
There's probably a lot of little things, but nothing that you couldn't do in terms of like side grades from Shovel Knight. So I do like that he's in Dig, and in Dig he plays very differently, in that he's kind of high risk, high reward, where he has lower health but has the potential to deal absurd amounts of damage if you keep the chain going. Or not in Dig, Pocket Dungeon. Love can easily be distilled. It all comes down to having the proper chemistry. Oh, yeah, duh. Hang on, how many times have I died now? 87.
87.
What was it last time we spoke?
I don't know.
Too many is the answer. Oops.
I love that you just throw a bomb to get that extra little height.
Yeah, instead of using the bomb burst. Have a fucking sip. I hope Black Knight appears again because he's a very cool character. Yeah. For whatever reason, my brain blurred together some of the lines of text there, and managed to piece together the exact opposite of what you said. Where it's like, I hope Black Knight doesn't appear again because he's not a very cool character. But no, it's the exact opposite. I don't know. Shovel Knight
that's
is
the ADHD.
Yeah,
Wait,
it is. It's also
this is literally
visual processing.
Mega Man room.
Also, yeah. All right. Oop. Hang on.
Oh, that's so Mega Man-y.
Whirl. Whirl.
It's like room before the boss rush room.
Yeah.
Mega Man.
I mean, there's more rooms to before the boss rush room.
Yeah, it
But,
has
yeah.
that shape.
It is exactly that shape. Oh, yeah, the drop casing. Actually kind of perfect for this area.
Huh.
The Tower of Fate, Ascent, go down. Mighty Gunvolt burst level
Red.
also starts out like that. That sounds about right. Mighty
Red.
Gunvolt is also very Mega Man. Mechanical Rat.
I don't know about Mighty Gunvolt, but I know the regular Gunvolt games are made by the devs of the
Shantae.
ZX games.
Oh. Oh no, what the fuck am I thinking of then?
And incidentally, also the one of the devs of Mighty Number 9.
Yeah. Forgot they bounce.
Ow. Oh god, oh god, oh god! Nailed it.
Just gonna stand here and restore my health. Yeah. Black Knight being in Dig would be very cool, I think. Especially as, like, the kind of, like, rushdown style character that he was in Pocket Dungeon. Where it's like you kind of have to keep moving, which is already very much in line with the design philosophy of a roguelike game. At least from what I've seen of Dig.
That's the name, Inti Creates.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also helped with this game, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, understandable, Gomez. Good night.
Good night, Gomez. Good night, Gomez! Sleep tight. Inti Creates is good until they're not. That is kind of weird, actually, Dazachi. What the fuck? Blaster Master Zero is great.
Yeah, I love the first one. I have not played either of the sequels yet.
Ooh.
Mistake. Mistake. Mistake.
Calculated.
Mistake!
Oh god!
Mistake! Hover meanie!
Okay.
Hover meanie! Turn around! Turn around! God.
Okay, that was a sequence of events.
Dance with
Good
me.
move there.
Dance through the danger.
I just dealt with you.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, you can just do that.
That's what happens when you can go up.
Fuck you, I'm not dealing with this fire today.
God, it's so annoying having to go all the way through the menu like that. By just tapping singularly again. Oh.
Well, at least the checkpoint is right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna die, it may as well be in this room.
Spectre Knight plush they teach. Oh, that actually sounds kind of fun.
Ooh.
Long ass cloak. Oh, oops.
Oops.
Nicely done.
Overshot.
Also, yeah, something I haven't really had the chance to mention explicitly is that Spectre Knight, while Spectre Knight's design is slightly different between his appearance in the base game and Spectre of Torment, because, well, he's got to be playable. You can't have that giant-ass sprite moving around. God damn it, I did it again.
Same thing.
It's still a pretty significant scarf, or cloak, or whatever you want to call it. But it is significantly toned down compared to his original artwork, where it's like half of the, like, it's the length of it is as long as he is tall. And it looks good, but it's also not exactly ideal for someone that you're trying to control when you have a I can't, not even gonna bother. That particular music sheet killed me several times. Nice. The cloak in his boss fight is longer than his entire body. Yeah, it is wild.
Yep.
Decided to cut the cloak off one and sleep on the other one.
The other one gets to be naked after, like, after you demolish him in his boss fight, when the cloak just kind of falls to shreds.
What?
Ho! Look who's shown up to our little soiree. You're late on your membership dues, Alchemist. I don't have voice mod open. And now the time has come for... Oh! Shovel Knight! You let him here too? What madness is this?
We'll deal with him soon. But first, I want to show you why Plague Knight's showing. I want to know why Plague Knight is showing his mask around here. Good read.
Yes, you stole all of my essence, you maniac! All I have left is my wits!
Unlike Wits, King Knight, you actually have some essence. It's merely weakened.
Yes. We were strong as a team, but you just care for you. For shame.
Mike makes right. Isn't that the Order's motto? I just took some initiative.
Never stand for this. You're gonna pay for what you've done, Plague Knight.
Pass the salt.
I guess it's my turn. Alright. We're 2 for 2 on voice mod working today.
Love that Shovel Knight's just knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just took that fall and just died. He's actually not mugged out, he's just dead. That's his corpse sitting there.
Little treasure pouches fall out as he, and then like a minute or so, like he slumps under the table, and then at the end of the boss rush, when it's time for you to fight him, he just falls down from the ceiling again because he respawned.
The next life. I do really like the
I'm
come out
just
at the
really
end of his
amused
boss
the fact that all the bombs that you miss just go right down to where everyone's standing down there. Which,
Mole
speaking
Knight
of which,
is
you should probably be
completely
using the lock.
nonplussed by the bombs landing directly in his fiery plume.
You should probably be using the lock for this.
It's fine. I only forget about all my abilities constantly. And I know part of it is just me being stubborn and blah 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 blah, but like genuinely there are so many options in this game that it gets hard to remember them all.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really easy to just tunnel vision, because god damn it, there's so many things you can, so many different combinations you can do.
Yeah, it's
And
way
so it
overwhelming.
gets to the point where like I have to just focus and, you know, train myself at being better at one rather than trying to remember which one would be best for what situation in a game that is very clearly still not designed for any of them.
Warrior.
I don't mean to be, like I said, I don't mean to be too, I don't mean to be too harsh, but at the same time, it really is this campaign's biggest pervasive flaw. Nope. Nope. No. Oh, God. Oh, everything's messed up. There. Fish.
Fish.
Some blasted,
We got
some
it.
blasted talking fish. I'm going to kill King Knight with the fish now.
Problem is, unlike Shovel Knight's fishing rod, this fishing rod does 1 point of damage.
I can't believe that the fish bomb does more damage than the goddamn fishing rod. Or doesn't do more damage than the fishing rod. It's a bomb.
The crappy bomb.
I mean, yeah. Also, you love Shovel Knight just kind of going like,
What?
He
Just looks
fell
around.
asleep.
Just 2 more minutes.
he doesn't think that any of this is actually real. Shovel Knight doesn't think this campaign is canon either.
Taking a nice long nap.
Ow! Nice sippy. Got him.
Nice.
Nice.
Bonk.
Oh god. This is gonna go great.
Are we seriously doing this?
Hang on, I just saw Dadashi's comment. If there was a Scooby-Doo crew comprised of the existing eggs, which ones would they be? That is a very specific.
Tinker Knight is Velma. That's
My glasses.
the tank is called
See
glasses.
without my glasses.
I can't fight without my glasses. In Showdown, one of Tinker Knight's moves is literally just falling flat on his face.
Amazing. Me too, man.
It's
There's
like
an
King,
achievement for winning a battle with him.
yeah, it's like King Dedede's dash attack. Got him. My mask. I must not be seen without my mask.
Floods the room.
I mean,
Fiddly intentional trip.
I
yeah,
love that.
it's so good.
Amazing.
EDD dash attack.
Yeah, same brain cells. We're all making the same jokes.
You get along so well.
We're so in
You're
sync,
not
we
even
finish each
listening
other's
to them.
sandwiches.
Please don't finish my sandwich. I wanted that.
Best sandwich meat.
Roast beef.
Good pick, good pick.
Agreed.
Eh, not a huge fan of
Shovel Knight is like,
sandwiches.
what the fuck?
Okay, well, what's your favorite sandwich meat then, Mosh?
Salami.
Salami's
Also
a very
good
good
one.
pick.
I like myself some salami.
Also, realizing now that Quark's favorite being roast beef may have a part in the reason that the Arby's is extra funny. We have the meats of or belonging to Arby's.
Belonging to Arby. Oh,
God,
that's such a good one.
We're gonna play.
I only watched that for the first time after you brought it up in a previous stream.
I've decided I'm gonna
Good
play
things
King
are
of
so
Cards with
good.
the Arby's
right.
cheat code involved, or activated, and then every time that we get to a boss fight, I'm just gonna replace the soundtrack with the entirety of or belonging to Arby's.
Okay.
Sure.
I like that they did another poop after that was just of or belonging to Barbie.
Yeah, I thought they did the Arby's one after the Barbie one.
Arby came first, I think, and then the Barbie one.
Either way, perfect combo.
It was so funny.
I can't believe Shovel Knight is defeating me by doing the exact thing that I was supposed to do during the boss fight against Plague Knight. And that I didn't do, because I was busy bouncing on him like a clown.
It's a good thing Shovel Knight doesn't have the ball, or you'd be screwed.
He does, though. He used it.
Here's my unpopular
Shit.
sandwich meat pick.
He just
Liver
stood
works.
there for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's accurate. That's how I play. If there were no crappy shovelware games for each of them, would King Knight be a Sneak King reskin? Yes.
Is this not a shovelware game?
Give us a hand, Shovel Knight! You wouldn't leave us to hang here, would you?
See, another reason
I
this
would.
is non-canon.
I can and
Yeah,
I will.
fuck you. Fuck all y'all.
Now that's what I call a party. Enjoy the cleanup.
So a more canon way of approaching that scene is to think of it as Plague Knight didn't stick around long enough to know if Shovel Knight actually lifted them all up.
Uh-huh.
All right, one more quick
Go get
trip to the
y'all's
potion
juice.
area.
Yeah, fuck the shortcuts. They're not all that much faster.
Yeah, no, like you have to load into the whole other area. No, I don't have enough. Okay, maybe I have enough if after I sell the thing. Both sides, trash bin. Oh, still 200 short.
I love his little bounce.
He's very excited.
This song explode with excitement.
There's so many different themes in this particular game or this particular campaign that just use Plague Knight's main motif that it's kind of gets hard to distinguish them. All right,
Let's go.
bombs away.
Blows up.
Blows up.
What?
some-
I can't send blows up. Damn it.
Yeah, if someone doesn't redeem that when the tower is collapsing at the end,
I'm nowhere near close enough for it. I only have 2.3k.
I might redeem it myself then because I have infinite channel points.
Ah.
Are you seriously just jumping into all those?
It's fine.
Fun. It's challenge mode, where I have way less life.
Secrets to the left on here too, or does that just Shovel Knight's campaign?
No, it's for both. Because all the level designs are almost entirely identical. Oh,
You can just say they are identical.
Good job.
Technically, they're not because of the slight things that Plague Knight can access that Shovel Knight can't. But whatever,
Oh.
it's whatever. They're the same. For all intents and purposes, they are exactly the same.
Also reminds me of a Mega Man boss.
Oh yeah, it's very much.
That
No,
one
don't
with
you
those floating pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly this.
It's basically just this, yeah.
It goes on for a little bit longer, naturally, but.
Yeah, because it's a ball.
Mm-hmm. I think when Plague Knight says when you pull him up is basically,
play
you're
Mega
stupid,
Man.
watch your back, asshole. Yeah, because Plague Knight's the kind of person that would just stab someone in the back, as evidenced by his campaign, where he does nothing but stab his coworkers in the back for 8 levels. Fuck it, I don't need those.
Yeah, not worth it.
See, this makes a lot less sense in Plague Knight's campaign, where you get basically, like, there's literally not, like, I don't know. The whole sheet music thing really does, I don't know. Plague of Shadows really, really is just the awkward middle child of the treasure trove. In
That's
many different
okay.
ways.
I still love you, Plague Knight. Even if your campaign kind of...
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Fuck.
Thanks, Fish. Very cool.
I'm helping.
Like, fuck, you're helping.
Ow. 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 Genuine. Okay. No. Okay. Sandbagging.
Genuine ow.
Sandbagging for comedic effect there only got me so far.
Got you dead is what it got. You sure you don't want to save that power for...
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
It recharges.
Pretty
You'll
quickly,
get now.
honestly. Especially considering that I had an entire screen's worth of just waiting around.
As long as you don't blow it out, at least.
your platforms.
I don't need those.
Got my own. Alright, Fleet last time.
Fuck those platforms. No. I refuse to travel across that particular chunk of platforms. Despite how cool everything else in Shovel Knight, like base Shovel Knight game, I still think that those suck. It's so hard to see where you're going.
Plague Knight. Ah, so your fool's errand draws to a close.
You know what I'm after, Enchantress, and how important this is.
Do not speak to me of importance. A quest is folly. You'll never be anything more than you are.
That's a little hurtful.
So you've come to rob me of my essence? To shape the world to your whim?
Yeah,
Essence is insignificant to me, but you, my servant, must be reminded of your place.
my place is by Mona's side, and you won't stop me.
If you insist on dancing with death, then I shall take the lead.
Oh, damn it. I do like that line. There's a lot of kick-ass lines. If you insist on dancing with death, I shall take the lead. That's a really good line.
Mm-hmm.
Sippy. And for as
Like this basic attack makes this a lot more dangerous than in Shovel Knight's
Yeah.
campaign.
the Tower of Fate stages might suck, but I do think that the Enchantress fight is pretty freaking cool.
Mm.
Well, they just started dancing.
You
Well, it's a
might
good.
wanna-
I have-
might want Blob again.
Yeah. I kind of wish that he would just keep going in one direction, so you could literally just hold down and dance all the way across the stage.
God, if only. Sucks that you
Wonder song
can't.
learned from that mistake.
Hang on.
Stop ripping up my chair. Get out of here.
Ah, cats.
Okay, no,
If you want my attention,
I want
just
contact.
meow or something.
No, why am I putting that back on? I already activated it. Man, this sucks. Trying to get... Wait, hang on. I got an idea. You stay there. Get back up here! This sucks. Alright, back to Lob.
Yeah, kinda.
There are moments where I think that using an out-of-place character in a boss fight, or in levels that were not designed for them, works very well. And then there's the flying machine and Clockwork Tower, and I hate
There
them.
you go.
Goodbye.
Killing you would be a waste of my energy, and of a powerful alchemist. I'll make use of you yet, Plague Knight. Take what you will, make your potion. What you truly desire will always elude you.
You'll never have a big titty goth GF. This is not proper lab safety.
Has anything Plague Knight done ever been proper lab safety?
No! Stop your assault! Plague Knight, look! I've brought someone!
Plague Knight, come to your senses. You don't need to go through with this.
Mona, you don't understand. I was too weak to say it before, but now I can show you I'm good enough.
Black Knight told me everything. You don't need a potion to win me over. You already have.
What? But it's too late. I defeated the Enchantress and began the final distillation.
I was too late! I must go after her! You two, touch nothing until I return!
Where's all this power coming from? This wasn't in our notes.
The essences are reacting unpredictably. Watch out!
My god, it's the power of love!
Ooh,
No,
the original-
worse. It's the power of hate.
Huh.
It's shadow.
It's the plague of shadows.
Ah.
Also, not gonna lie,
Scott earned the power of self-hate.
not gonna lie, I kind of like the midget plague knight's snappy snappy movements do make for a bit better as a snappier playing experience, but I do think that overall the standard plague knight has a bit more presence. Speaking of presence. Oh, if I stand still in that fight for 40 seconds, you get a secret? Well, you have to tell me what it is, because I already can't go back. Anyway, this is really fucking cool.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Oh, he's nervous! Also, it's Ridley. Oh yeah, no, duh, I forgot the whole mechanic about this fight. Put shit in oven. Also, oven not made of glass, that's goop. Alchemy's messy work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the hood's down. That's freaky.
Yeah, this boss design kicks so much ass. Oh no! Mona! The boss says you are steadfast in— What? That's cool as fuck. What the hell?
Oh!
Then it skips straight to this phase.
That's really cool. Now I wish I had done that, because like the actual boss fight against standard Plague Knight is not that big of a deal. It's just as much of a joke as every other boss fight that against the standard knights that Plague Knight has. So honestly, that's kind of cool. Oh, come on, I'm almost there.
Before we got Fantasy OSHA, alchemy was a dangerous business.
I think we should try to bring Mom back. That is deadass one of my favorite anime dub gags.
Hey!
Or blooper gags. Blooper reel gags. Full
Nicely
sentence.
done.
Anyway, God is dead.
Did it? The reaction is stabilized.
And all it took was conquering my crippling depression.
Wow. There it is. The ultimate potion. Well, are you gonna drink it now?
No, no, I'm gonna throw it. Do you see what I've done with every other thing I've brewed?
I don't think I need it anymore, Mona.
We must take it with us. It's all we've been working for. My future as an alchemist is riding on it. Wait. I just got an idea. You know how much energy is contained in this potion, right?
Yeah, this much boom could easily level the whole tower.
It'd be seen from miles in all directions.
Mona, I love the way you think. The bigger the explosion.
Better the alchemist. Those bumbling townsfolk would throw us a parade. We could practice alchemy anywhere we want.
We wouldn't have to hide away anymore.
You're holding a potion that can give you anything you could ever want. Are you sure about this?
Me tappy.
Fuck it. I already have everything I could ever want.
Let's blow this joint.
I should have thrown that farther away!
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up.
Hey,
with you on it.
Dragoni.
Blows up!
Oh,
You did that a little bit early. It's fine.
yay, woo!
Everything is safe, and we definitely
Hooray!
didn't make it worse. Pridemore Keep, King Knight. Knighted by the king. He accidentally knocks off his crown. It's a marriage ceremony.
Lachlan.
Have some concept art for the final boss.
Ooh, I'll have to look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, sick.
The missing locket.
Oh, he's fucking mad.
Edgelord.
Fish!
No, that one damage fish bomb is gonna do a whole lot.
I love that one at the
Playing
top.
catch with bombs?
Yep.
Yes.
Under
Yeah.
new management.
Your new management.
Yeah, Percy!
Fuck yes! Percy!
Love wins. that is hard to believe. Didachi, that's great. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah. Because remember, some people here don't know how the other campaigns go.
Yeah, no, much specifically, and I want to, also, nice Shovel Knight. The battle rages on. Baz!
He's still
Still in
wearing
his outfit.
Gay little outfit. What the fuck?
Also, outfit, or the Corrupted Essence, D from the concept art just looks like a Hollow Knight boss.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, kinda. Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
Or it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah, look up.
Polar Knight completely kills the steamed hams gag. It's just like, yeah. It's like,
Aww.
Aw.
Love is real.
Propeller Knight's not such a dick after all.
But Propeller Knight's too sexy to be mean.
You're back! You're alive! Wonderful! I'm going to assume that explosion was your handiwork?
Yep, that crusty old tower was an eyesore anyway.
Oh, amazing! I didn't get any rocks thrown at me today. I think the townspeople are actually grateful.
Listen, Plague Knight. I know you made all these potions and blew everything up, all to impress me. I'm
That's
so
what-
flattered, really I am. I have to make a confession though. I'm a horse fucker. You're not my type. I'm so sorry.
I'm a horse fucker, not
Sorry,
a bird
what?
fucker.
You see, I've fallen for a real man.
Yes, I am real man. Do you want to go skateboards?
I'd love to.
Inkboards?
Let's
Alright.
go skateboard, Percy.
Dragoni, this is you now.
Guys, the villagers are all in the juice bar. They want to buy us around. Let's go!
Woohoo, that sounds lovely. But I think we'll catch up later. There's science to be done. Mona?
It started, Plague Knight. There's no telling what will brew up next.
I love potion.
No point crying when there's science to be done.
Plague of Shadows. Da da da. Da 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 da.
Alien.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, we did it.
Start to skip.
Yeah,
We're
I
just
think it's kind
holding
of fun to let it zip by. Red Pan.
38 minutes.
Alright, let's have a look.
Looking forward to the flying machine.
I would not be surprised if I died more.
12?
12.
Like, y'all,
Exactly the same as the tower.
I don't think I took a screenshot of my death count from my first playthrough, but I know that I had 20 on just the flying machine.
Checking the VOD.
No, I'm talking about in my first playthrough.
Oh. I thought you meant your Shovel Knight.
No. I honestly, even though there were some really fucking hilariously timed deaths during my Shovel of Hope playthrough, I still think I played pretty competently overall, especially compared to how, I don't know. Yes.
Yes!
Oh!
You are so fucking minuscule.
Oh!
Oh, I wanted one they were swinging out. The glamour shots.
Yeah.
They're having a private moment, you know. Should stop taking pictures.
Alright. Let's find someone to raid. Not even my shortcut button to my following, or my Twitch, my following list on
What the
Twitch
fuck?
works on my Stream Deck. I'm
Amazing.
so upset.
Try turning it off and on again.
That's my best hope. I'm gonna fiddle with it after stream. God, this is such a cute ending, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's so little.
He's tiny.
Absolutely microscopic, man.
On one hand, I almost think that they made him a little too small compared to his base model. Like, it stands out too much. But on the other hand, it's fucking funny, so.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's a manlet.
yeah, like with King Knight and Inspector Knight, they didn't worry about making them exactly as tall as Shovel Knight because they were building the level designs from scratch. So with Plague Knight, they kind of had to, if they were going to make sure that he was going to fit. But, yeah.
I think he just should be this small.
I got distracted from looking for a raid target. I just like this music. Yeah, his boss sprite is kinda ugly. It is
Like ugly as in bad, or ugly as in just kind of ugly?
as in it doesn't feel as shut up advertisement. Ugly as in it doesn't look as clean and polished as basically every other sprite. It's boss sprite in the game. Alright. Alright, well, let's raid Cobra Commanda. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Saturday, we're going to be playing Sweet Home for the Famicom. It is the predecessor to Resident Evil. And it's really interesting and weird, and it will probably kick my ass because it's an old NES era RPG. But until then, good night.
Bye.
See ya.
Good night.